A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke, chapter 18, verses 1 to 8. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. Jesus told them a story showing that it was necessary for them to pray consistently and never quit. He said, "There was once a judge in some city who never gave God a thought and cared nothing for people. A widow in that city kept after him. 'My rights are being violated. Protect me.' He never gave her the time of day. But after this went on and on, he said to himself, 'I care nothing what God thinks, even less what people think. But because this widow won't quit badgering me, I'd better do something to see that she gets justice. Otherwise, I'm going to end up beating black and blue by her pounding.' Then the master said, 'Do you hear what the judge, corrupt as he is saying? So what makes you think God won't step in and work justice for this chosen people, who continue to cry out for help? Won't he stick up for them? I assure you, he will. He will not drag his feet. But how much of that kind of persistent faith will the Son of Man find on the earth when he returns?'" The Gospel of the Lord.
Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with God, and I am Father Joseph Matthew. Today, on the 15th of November, we reflect on the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 18, verses 1 to 8. And the theme for our reflection today is "Thy will be done." Jesus tells us the parable of the unjust judge and the persistent widow. At first glance, the widow's situation seems hopeless. She has no money, no influence, and no power to demand justice. Yet she has one weapon: persistence. Day after day, she pleads her case until even the corrupt judge, weary of her constant appeal, gives her what she asks. But Jesus does not compare God to this judge. He contrasts them. If a selfish, unjust man can finally give in to the persistence, how much more will God, who is a loving Father, hear the cries of His children? Prayer is not about wearing God down. It is about growing in trust and confidence that He knows and gives what is best for us. Yet, here is the challenge. God's answers do not always come in the way or at the time we expect. Like children, we sometimes ask for things that would harm us, though we cannot see it. Only God sees the whole picture, past, present, and future. And so, only He knows what is truly good for us. That is why prayer must always end with the words of Jesus, "Thy will be done." Persistence in prayer is not stubbornness, it is faith. It means trusting that God hears us, even in silence. It means refusing to give up, even when delays seem endless. Jesus ends with a haunting question: when the Son of Man comes, will He find faith on earth? Our task is to keep the lamp of faith burning, to pray without ceasing, and to surrender all into God's loving hands. So let us pray with persistence and also with humility, asking not only for what we want, but for what God knows we truly need. In this lies the heart of faith.